though her waves roar like great waters, and the noise of their voice is uttered. Verse 56, because the plunderer comes against her, against Babylon, and her mighty men are taken. Every one of their bows is broken. For the Lord is the God of recompense. For the Lord is the God of recompense. He will surely repay. Let's look that up. He said, make amends to someone for loss or harm suffered. Let's reread verse 56. Because the plunder comes against her, against Babylon, and her mighty men are taken. Every one of their bows is broken. For the Lord is the God of recompense, making amends to someone for loss or harm who also has suffered. He will surely repay. And I will make drunk her princesses and wise men, her governors, her deputies, and her mighty men, and they shall sleep a perpetual sleep and not awake, says the King, whose name is the Lord of hosts. Verse 58, thus says the Lord of hosts, the Lord, he says, the broad walls of Babylon shall be utterly broken, and her high gates shall be burned with fire. The people will labor in vain, and the nations because of the fire, and they shall be weary. Verse 59, the word which Jeremiah the prophet commanded Seraiah, the son of Neriah, the son of Maaseiah, I'm trying to pronounce these words. When he went with Zedekiah, the king of Judah, to Babylon in the 4th year of his reign, Zedekiah, the king of Judah, goes to Babylon the 4th year, and Seraiah was the quartermaster. So Jeremiah wrote in a book all the evil that would come upon Babylon, although all these words that are written against Babylon. Jeremiah wrote in a book all the evil that would come, because this is what the Lord was telling Jeremiah, upon Babylon, all these words that are written against Babylon. And Jeremiah said to Seraiah, when you arrive in Babylon and see it, and read all these words. So you're going to see, we see the world, we see what we're going through, but we also read the word. This is what Jeremiah wrote. Verse 61, and Jeremiah said to Seraiah, when you arrive in Babylon, when you see the world and you see it, and read all these words, then you shall say, O Lord, you have spoken against this place to cut it off, so that none shall remain in it, neither man nor beast, but it shall be desolate forever. Now it shall be, when you have finished reading this book, that you shall tie a stone to it and throw it out into the Euphrates. Then you shall say, thus Babylon shall sink and not rise from the catastrophe that I will bring upon her, and they shall be weary. Thus far are the words of Jeremiah. So verse 64, he says, then you shall say, thus Babylon shall sink and not rise from the catastrophe that I will bring upon her, and they shall be weary. Thus far are the words of Jeremiah. But he says, when you finish reading this book, that you shall tie a stone to it and throw it out into the Euphrates. Euphrates River is drying up even today. I have a question, because I actually want to have an understanding too. So if verse 63 is saying, now it shall be, when you have finished reading this book, that you shall tie a stone to it, is it saying the word that Jeremiah wrote of what Babylon did? and then you're throwing it into the Euphrates, and you're saying the Euphrates River is drying up even today, then you shall say, thus says Babylon shall sink and not rise from the catastrophe. So like saving ourselves, right? Saving ourselves from having to go through this